Test, test. Yep, I gotta switch headsets. All right, test, test. Oh, there we go. I guess it was working. What's up, everybody? Chris closes your deal here with Real Estate Investing Made Easy and jumping on some live seller calls here. Actually, I have a scheduled call about to pop on right now. So if you guys are just joining, welcome. And great Monday. So we just got the email from Title that we closed one of our JV transactions. This one's a super sweet little deal. It's nothing super special as far as the dollar amount, but on this particular deal, the acquisitions rep that locked it up way too high. We actually needed to get, they had it locked up at 70. We needed to get it all the way down. We had to basically cut 40% off of the price. We had to get it down to 40, like right around 40. And it was a novation, would not work as a cash deal. It was super, super rural, middle of nowhere. But yeah, so they're the acquisition rep for the wholesaler and their underwriting team. They underwrote it, locked it up way too high at like $70,000. We ended up having to negotiate, or I ended up having to negotiate the seller all the way down to like 40K, and we novated it, found a buyer. Actually, we listed it. We were going to novate, and then the buyer that we found ended up bringing cash. So we just simply assigned it to them for about between 55 and 60. So all said and done, it was like a total of $13,000 deal, which is not great by any means. But when you figure 13,000 divided by 42 technically is at 31% of the price that we had locked up with the seller is what our total margin was. And obviously we split that with our JV partner. But if you guys are thinking about bringing deals, you have a deal or something, you're not even sure if it's a deal. The way we operate, when you bring us something that could potentially be converted to a novation, not only will we handle all the disposition side of things, vetting the agents or going flat fee if it makes more sense. Sometimes it does, especially in this case, made a lot more sense because it's super rural. There were no agents out there, and the margins were really thin. But we can manage all that. We can vet the agents. We can handle the transaction coordination. We even had to front some money to the seller so that they could pay first month's rent and security deposit to get into the new place. Otherwise, they weren't going to be able to vacate and get the deal done. So we were able to pull all those things together, get it done, assign it, and we went back and renegotiated 40% off the price with the seller in order to make it a deal in the first place. Otherwise, it wasn't going to be a deal. So if you guys are questioning whether you should be bringing your deals to our team or not, just know this is the type of stuff we do every single day, all day. And we actually have another deal that we just got a text message from our agent that we are officially under contract with a buyer, and that deal is going to be $194,000 spread, and that's also with a JV partner. So and that deal is a really interesting deal, but long story short, $190,000, 175, somewhere in that 175 to $195,000 spread. I got to check what it's going to be with all the commissions, closing costs, and concessions and everything. But how would you like to be bringing your deals to us and splitting a freaking profit like that on a deal that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get done? So if you're looking to do that, hit us up. You can send over your deals. You can email me at chris@lazprop.com. That's LAZPROP.com. And CC our underwriter, Matt chris.d@lasprop.com. So again, that's chris@lasprop.com and CC our underwriter, Matt D@lasprop.com as well. And we'll underwrite the deal, make sure that it works, and then we'll get this thing across the finish line for you. So, but let's dive into it. I got a seller call that I've scheduled, and I want to get on here. This guy seems pretty motivated, so let's see what happens. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear that ringing. Okay, let's give him another call back. Alexa, play 90s hip hop. Hi, this message is for Chris. Was reaching out because we had a scheduled call this morning and I was running a little bit behind from a previous call. It looks like uh, not sure if you could still hear me, but my headset's disconnected here. But we were texting with one of my colleagues, Mary, about your property there on Cherokee Ranch Road in Daytona Beach, and wanted to connect with you and see if we could help you out here and go from there. But like I said, I was just running late on a previous call that just ran a little bit longer than anticipated. So give me a call back when you get a chance. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, let's see here. All right. And more good news. We had a buyer walk a deal in another deal that we have locked up that we thought we were going to have to cancel. And looks like they're going to be putting in an offer today. So that'd be sweet. If we can get that thing locked up today, that could be it's a small deal. We have it under contract for 30, so probably be $10,000-$15,000 spread on that one. But every little deal is huge. It's not about the big $100,000 spreads, right? Like those are great when they come, and they definitely turn the business around in a lot of ways and can really help catapult the business to the next step. But really, the best deal is the rock solid, steady Eddie, $15,000 to $20,000 deal you get every single month over and over and over and over again. All right, let's take a look. What else we got here? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right. If you guys are just joining, let me know where you guys are located and what kind of deals you guys are doing. Let's see here. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Also, if you guys have been following along at all on my primary residence situation, so we got all the trust docs squared away for that, and we're actually going to be getting uh yeah, we're actually getting the trust all set up and then closing uh probably this week or next week, but we're partially moved in. I'd say we're about halfway moved in, and that deal is actually a pretty killer deal. For those of you who don't know, San Diego is a pretty high price point market, so trying to find a solid creative deal that makes sense with low entry is pretty difficult. So this one actually I found, and all in with closing costs and everything is about $40,000 cash to get into the deal on an $800,000 purchase price and um, 4.625% interest rate. And it's a fully remodeled place. It was remodeled like 2 years ago, so I had my buddy go in and paint the entire house. They did skim coat and everything, so texture, the whole shebang. Only cost me like 7,500 bucks, which normally that would have cost about 15 grand for 1,800 square feet. So got a super great deal on that. And yeah, we're just excited to get in and get all moved in and get on to this next stage and chapter in our lives. So hit me up if you guys need help with structuring creative deals or any of that type of stuff. I'm going to start calling just some brand new ones. Oh, here we go. Indie. Mm-mm-mm. Hello, Norberto. Hey, this is Chris. How are you? Hey, man. Just happy Monday, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was calling you because it was actually about your property on Bartlett Ave. It looks like it was referred to us by one of our referral companies, and they had paired you with us because they thought that we would be a good fit for you. Did I catch you at a bad time? Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, they mentioned here that you were looking to sell because you guys are looking to expand and get a bigger house. Oh, next year. Okay, 6 months or more. Okay, what's happening in 6 months or more? Okay, got it. What if you could find a bigger house now? Is there anything that would be stopping you from moving forward? I gotcha. So like after, I gotcha. Okay. So kind of waiting for the election, see what interest rates do, get through the holidays and everything. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good, man. Well, we're definitely, looking to pick up, some more properties in the area. How long have you guys been thinking about selling? 2 months ago. Okay. Got it. All right. So been thinking about it for 2 months. Are you going to stay in the same area? Okay. All right. Um, Perfect. All right. Sorry, just taking notes. And so just looking for a bigger house. You guys just having more kids, or this one's just too small for you right now? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you want them each to have their own room? Got it. Okay. How long have you guys lived in this house? Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. Sounds good. So, it sounds like if, like, regardless of what happened, if we could come up to a number that made sense for you and everything, you'd still be waiting until sometime, like beginning to the middle of next year. Okay. All right. Got it. All right, perfect. Well, why don't we do this? Because, the reality is if we go through the whole process, and get it approved for an offer today, that number could be different in 3 to 6 months when you guys are ready. Would it be okay if I follow up with you, like, sometime right after the new year? Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. And then if anything changes, if your timeline speeds up, then definitely let us know. Now, do you have an agent that's helping you to find a property? You do. Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. You already signed an agreement with them and everything? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, keep me posted. And, like I said, if anything comes up in the meantime, happy to help. We're always buying new properties. And so, we could help you out anytime. But if it is, 3 to 6 months that, makes more sense for you, then, we can circle back with you then and get something squared away. Awesome. I appreciate you, Norberto. All right. Have a great rest of your day. See ya. All right. Now, everybody has like a different kind of set of protocol in that type of situation. Some guys are like, no, just keep going, go full bore, right? Like try to go make an offer. You never know. Um, but the reality is you're going to go through, if he's waiting for the market to change, he's waiting for the election, he's waiting for interest rates, he's waiting till after the holidays, it's very unlikely that, your cash offer is going to pull him over the edge. Um, so we're going to put him into like a follow-up sequence where we can check in with him in the next few months here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's see. Interested in editing now. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's see. I've got, if I can get on one decent call here, I have to leave here at about, got about 45 minutes before I have to go to a doctor's appointment, and then I'll be back. Um, And what is up with freaking Fort Wayne, man? Everybody in Fort Wayne wants the moon and the stars for their properties. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Perfect. Our guy is back. Hello, Cosme. Hey, this is Chris. How are you? Good, good. I'm doing great. How was your weekend? Oh, it was fantastic. My wife and I are moving into a new house that we're closing on. And so we had a little bit of moving. My baby girl had a friend's birthday to go to. So, it was a overall good weekend. Say that again. I'm actually in Southern California. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And do you live in Daytona Beach? Nice, nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful area as well. Um, are you living at the house on Cherokee Ranch, or you live somewhere else? Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. All right. Perfect. How long has it been vacant? Okay. Nice. All right. Perfect. Well, okay. Very nice. Were you using it as a rental, or was it just for? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry about your loss. How long ago was that? Oh man. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. It's never easy losing a loved one. Yeah. So, okay. Now, just to kind of get some just basics out of the way. I mean, did it already go through like probate or anything, or? Okay, got it. Was it just a will or a trust? Got it. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. Perfect. And yeah, so they mentioned here, let's see here. So it's been vacant for a little bit. Oh, by the way, I do have to let you know that all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes. Really, the point of this call today is to see if this property qualifies in getting an offer as is. We're generally looking for properties to put into our portfolio for one of two reasons. Oh, no, no, no. So we buy properties. So we're generally looking to buy them for one of two reasons. Either we're going to fix it and update it and then put it back on the market and sell it, or we're going to buy it and keep it as a rental in our portfolio. So by the end of this call, I'll either be able to give you an approval with an offer or a denial with a reason why. Okay. Now, if it does get approved, then some of the benefits of working with us is that we would buy the home as is. We'll cover all the closing costs, and there's absolutely no commissions that are taken out of the sale price. So whatever number we get to you is a net number to your pocket. Okay. Now, can you grab a pen and a piece of paper? I'm going to have you jot down my contact info. And if we do get this approved, there'll be some other info you're going to want to jot down as well. Oh, okay, perfect, perfect. Well, so you have our number. My name again is Chris Deal, like deal or no deal. And then my company is, or our company is Lazarus Property Group, like Lazarus from the Bible. And you can also check us out on the web. It's www.lazprop.com if you ever want to. Okay. All right. So I guess catch me up a little bit on this. So you now own the property. Has the intention always been, once you get this property, you're just going to sell it, or was there ever a consideration of? I gotcha. Okay. All right. Is there any reason you wouldn't just rent it out? Yeah, I understand. Okay. All right. How long did your sister live in the property? Oh, really? Okay. Got it. And that, let me see here. So, yeah. So I see that it was, yeah, I see it was built in 1975. So she was the first owner? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's cool. So she lived in there the whole time. So, now is there any outstanding debt on the property or liens or anything? Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. Mm, all right. Um, is there anybody else that is on the title or involved in this, like any other siblings? Oh, okay, got it. What was your wife's name? How do you spell that? Ismenia. Is mania? Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty name. Yeah. Where are you from originally? Oh, okay. Nice, nice. I have some friends that went on a missions trip to India, like kind of down at the kind of like right near the border of Nepal. Yeah. So, okay. Nice, nice. I love Indian food, so I was like really, really hoping to go on the missions trip, the next one. But yeah, I mean, we have this there's this restaurant nearby to us. It's called Bombay Coast, and the guy who owns it, he wrote like a whole chef's book like for, Indian cuisine, and oh my God, like the butter chicken and oh, it's all the curries. I could spend a week there and not be not be upset. But okay. Oh, okay. Oh wow. What was the place called? Geo. Interesting. And so you said that was run by the Portuguese? Got it. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Oh wow. That's crazy. How did you come to be a Christian? Okay. Yeah, certainly. Interesting. Well, that's pretty cool. All right. Well, I guess in a perfect world, if everything went the way you wanted it to, what would you be hoping to walk away with on this property? 250. Okay. Hmm. Got it. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Do you know if that addition was permitted at the time it was built? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. And so sorry, I missed I think there was one thing I missed. You said the roof was 4 years old, the HVAC is brand new. Boiler, that's what it was. Boiler. Uh yeah, is 4 to 5 months old. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right, perfect, perfect. Now, before we get too much on the inside of the house, I want to talk a little bit about the outside of the house and the neighborhood. Is the neighborhood primarily owner occupants or a lot of rentals? Okay, okay, okay. All right, great. And then, outside of the house, like out front, on the back, on the sides, are there any electrical lines that run alongside or in the back of the house or anything? Hmm. I got you. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, and before we do that, we do a lot of preliminary questions just to see if it even fits the criteria. Um, Now, as far as like structural, are there any structural issues? Got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there anything out back of the house that we can't see, like a pool, a shed, a barn, or anything like that? Municipal, two fountains. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, all right. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, awesome. Do you know what the Yeah, we'll certainly get to that point. You know, the way we operate, so we've been in business since 2009 and we've done hundreds and hundreds of transactions. And we're nationwide. So what we typically do, yeah, we there were still some questions about the inside of the house. I know you got some stuff going on. I could certainly circle back to you at another time when it makes sense. Okay. It is the kitchen, is that original to the build or was that updated? Okay, so original. Okay, so original kitchen, original bathrooms. Um, all right, got it. What about the floors? Do you know what kind of floors they are? All throughout the house? Okay. Okay, tile whole house. Okay. Is it on a slab or is there a basement or crawl space? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so again, like I said, the way we operate is we have a conversation first to see if it fits the criteria, and then I got you. Oh yeah, no, that's fine, Cosme. I mean, we take your word for it based on, what you know about the property. Um, is there anything that I haven't asked you about that you would want to know if you were buying? I gotcha. Okay. And if we were able to come up, all right. Wow. Fun times. All right. So let's see here. I can almost guarantee you that 250 is too much for that house. Let's see. Zestimate says 265. Let's just do a quick cursory. Mm, mm, mm. All right, let's see here. So it's a 3-2, 1,400 square feet. Max at 1,750. We'll go the last 90 days and see what's sold. Oh, okay. So there's one right around the corner. Sold for 305 on 829. This is a flip for sure. They didn't do the floors. They did some of the floors. What? Oh, they definitely didn't do any. Well, they might have done the floors. It's got different tile in like every single room. They barely did the bathrooms. They just did vanity. They didn't even do that shower looks old. Okay, so this one actually has, here, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see this comp. All right, let me know in the chat if you guys can see this. So this is a comp nearby. So ours is about 1,300 square feet. Let's see here. Ours is 1,352 square feet. She's the original owner, which is crazy. Um, so let's see. So he said new roof. So all the mechanicals are basically brand new. So that's good. So we don't have to do that. So it's basically going to be a cosmetic fixer. We can see here in this. So these are the things that I look for, right? When I'm comping a property, I'm always going off of, I'm always presuming that every property that I'm looking at is a cosmetic fixer. And then from there, I'm line iteming big things, right? And the big things are going to be your major mechanicals, right? So you got your HVAC, you've got your plumbing, major electrical, right? Do any of those things need to be done? The roof, the windows, if there's a pool or anything like that, any foundation issues and any structural issues. So when I'm going through my questions, I want to eliminate, okay, there's no structural issues, there's no pool or anything out back that I need to be aware of. And then like through the conversation, he said, okay, the roof is done. All right, great. Brand new roof. Major mechanicals are all done. So really, what do I have left? Right? I have foundation. Okay, well, it's a slab, solid concrete built home, so no foundation issues. So then it's a question of any plumbing or electrical. Chances are 1975 build, there's probably not, with on a slab with a concrete build, there's probably not going to be any major plumbing issues. There could potentially be some electrical stuff that needs to be done, but it's not going to be big, right? And then windows. So now when I look at a comp, so look at this one. This one sold 829 for 305, and I could tell this is a flip, right? When you do this long enough, you can kind of see what a flip looks like, right? The way they stage it, the finishes. And this is a partial flip. They didn't even do like full cosmetic flip. Rent to owner, seller financing available with large down payment. So this one looks like this one actually could be a wrap deal. Rent to own or seller financing available, large down payment. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Mm, mm, mm. Indian Oaks Land Trust. There you go. So chances are it was a sub two type of transaction and sold on a wrap. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, oh, short sale. There you go. Nice. Okay. So partial renovation. So they didn't do the windows. So basically what I'm looking at here is roof looks new. And our roof is new. So that's comparable. These windows are old. Our windows are old. I could get away with not doing our windows and it would probably sell for this much if I, finish the rest of the updates. Now look at this flooring. You got three different types of tile flooring all right there. And that's not even the end of it. It connects with more. Virtually staged. Let's see. So they did paint on the interior and the exterior. Did some new fixtures, new sliding glass door out to that porch. These are crappy IKEA cabinets. I know because I have these in the apartment that I'm in right now, that my wife and I are moving out of. So somewhat updated. It's can't tell exactly what kind of counter that is. It's definitely not, it's not granite, but it's some sort of cheaper stone. So this is like a small rehab. Let's see here. Mm-mm-mm. So here they did the vanity. That's older, right? So they didn't do that. They did a new toilet. It's got the garage. That could be a new insert. Older vinyl window, new vanity, missing some hardware. Didn't even do a new mirror. Could be a new mirror, but it kind of looks like an older style. Um, and then it's got a porch, kind of like ours, but this is a screen porch. Ours has glass windows. Okay, so 305. Let's just look. Okay, so we got a 305. This is just in the last 90 days. Let's go back 6 months. See what else has sold. And I'm going to do a border because I want to get super laser focused. Now, if you guys are watching, you know, the the things where I find newer wholesalers get into trouble with is comping. They're always coming to me with questions about like, comping, right? Or they'll underwrite a deal and it just doesn't look like a deal. And so when I'm looking at stuff, right, there's a couple things that I want to take into consideration. Now, our property is down here in this area. So I don't want to look at all the comps all the way in this whole area, right? If I can, I'm going to go between major thoroughfares, right? So I'll take Route 1, right? I don't want to go east of Route 1 because it's right by the river, right? So that's going to change things. I don't want to go, if I can avoid it, I want to avoid going west of Nova Road because it's a major thoroughfare, right? Same thing with LPGA Boulevard. I want to avoid going north of that if at all possible, right? So in a perfect world, I'm going to come down and I'm going to go and basically just loop over here. And I'm just going to go just above LPG Boulevard just because it's easier and I don't want to miss anything, right? So now that's going to give me all the comps in that little pocket, right? See, and this one is across. Okay, so we back this out. And now what I want to do is I want to go high to low and see, okay, what did the highest comp sell for? Now, the highest comp in proximity to where I'm at, right, is perfect, right? This is like, it's real close. Like this is our little pocket if I could zero in even further. So this one's pretty close. 1443 square feet, so it's a better square footage. Now let's look at the notes. Okay, so this is going to be a new build, 2024 new build. So that is problematic. Pre-construction to be built. Let's see, when did this sell? Okay, so this isn't even built yet. If we, yeah, not even built yet. Um, so that's not, we can't use that as a comp. Now, what it does tell me is that 335 is what a new construction home is going for. That basically essentially puts a cap on what mine can be. And let me just see if I can find anything on this property in realtor.com. Okay, so yeah, it's just that, just land. Um, so let's go back to it. What are they planning on building? Did they have any notes? To be built, brand new Miranda Homes Oak E3 plan with estimated completion date of May of 2024. CBS Construction, so concrete build with full builder warranties, terrific plan featuring large great rooms, solid surface tops, ceramic, refrigerator, washer, dryer, blah, 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 much more. Yeah, okay. So that kind of maxes out our ARV. It goes beyond what our ARV could potentially go to. Now let's just go back to 12 months. Let me see if this adds anymore. Nope. So going up in square footage doesn't add anymore. Let's go 12 months. And let's see. That's still the highest comp. Now here's one. This is actually good. Beginning of the year. Let's see, brand new. So let's do this. So now what we do, we see that there's a couple brand news. So we go to year built max. Let's just go 2020. Okay, so that took 4 out. So now my max is 305. So that comp that we were looking at is our max, even though that's not fully renovated. It's also the most recently sold comp. So this is pretty much where we're going to target is a 305. Now, the last thing that we want to do, because the market is changing pretty dramatically. So if I go back, let's adjust this back down to 90 days, right? It's still the highest one. Let's go for sale. And this is something I highly, highly encourage you guys to be looking at right now because with the market shifting, your actives and your pendings is really going to dictate where your property needs to be. It's also going to tell you kind of the state of the market and how things are kind of sitting. See now this one, this is a low end comp right here, right? Now, part of the reason, if you guys notice, this is on LPGA Boulevard. So this is on the main thoroughfare. So that's going to have a lower price point than anything, anything in the neighborhoods. But let's look at this 349. Let's check this one out. Hopefully you guys are getting value out of this because and I would have jumped on another call, but by the time that I would have gotten into another call and conversation, I mean, I'm gonna have to leave here in about 15 minutes or so to go to this doctor's appointment. So I think this will be more valuable for you guys, just understanding how we comp. So look, got great curb appeal, looks like a newer roof. Let's look at the kitchen. It's kind of a narrow, older wood floors. Okay, updated kitchen that has newer floors. See, this is like, so they updated the kitchen, but they didn't update the appliances. This would look a million times better if it had stainless. And you could get those 3 things for about 2,500 bucks from or those 4 things. Yeah, probably 2,500 to $3,000 from Lowe's right now. Mm, See, when you have different floorings that butt up against each other, it just looks really, really bad. It's not a great look. So if you can avoid that, then that's ideal. Okay, tile. So this is the original bathtub and tile. So all they did was they changed out the vanity and the fixtures, mirrors, light fixtures, toilet is newer. Um, so this is like a partial remodel, right? I would say this is more of a lived-in remodel, because this is definitely not. Some of this is staged. Like that actually looks like virtual staging, possibly. It's hard to tell. The virtual staging is getting really good. That they closed off uh, this barn door. Can you guys hear me still? There we go. Now it seems to be connected. Uh, yeah, this is a funky, funky design. Yeah. So this type of design, so just know when you guys are looking at properties and you see like this kind of eclectic design where you have like all these different elements that don't really, they're not cohesive, it's going to diminish the value that the property could sell for, right? So these things are not going to help that. Wait, is there a second kitchen? I'm very confused now. What? Yeah, see, this is a clunky put together property. Nothing's cohesive. It's like they took one home, split it into two units, but it's still just very clunky as far as like the design aesthetics. Let's see, let's go back to the listing. Look at that, 97 days on Zillow. I didn't even notice that until just now, but I'm not shocked. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So eclectic design, highest price property in the little neighborhood never goes over well. So that, you know, if those design elements were cohesive throughout the whole house, this property would probably sell for that 350. Let's look at this 315 one. 159 days on market. Okay, we need to see why. Look at this updated. Pictures are terrible, so they're not professional photos. That flooring is funky. Wait, this is gray. This is brown. What is going on here? Got it. Okay, so it's multiple units. But it's 159 days on market. So that's the thing. So this is a tenant occupied multi-unit, right? So this isn't really a comp either. So now we eliminate those. Now let's look at this one for 265. How long has this one been sitting? Drastically cutting our ad spend in Florida right now because my headset keeps on freaking dying on me. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me again. See, this one lived in, semi-updated, partially not updated. Guys, if you guys are ever looking to sell a property, don't paint your walls friggin' bright teal like that. I know it might be at the beat or this green with this green trim. God, no. Like, don't do it. The problem is if you ever want to change that and make it white, you're gonna have to slap like 3 to 4 coats of white on that just so that you don't have a slight tint peeking through. Let's see here. Yeah, so honestly, 250. This guy wants 250 for the property that we're looking at. This one has a pool and it's selling for 250. This one's older and is definitely a fixer. 94 days on market and it's not even selling. So yeah, these are, wow. Look at that carpet. High hide primer is expensive. Yes. Thanks, Christian. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, high hide primer is the specific type of primer that is going to basically cover and eliminate any like really, really bold colors from blasting through the paint, um, and basically ruining your paint choice. So yeah. So all signs point to, whoa, look at that floor. Look at that. So older cabinets, Formica counters, stainless steel appliances, crappy tile flooring design. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is so his 250 number is not going to happen. This one's been on 42 days, new roof, $250,000. So this seller is going to net about two and a quarter when it's all said and done. And it's still not even selling. So there's no way we're going to be able to offer this guy what he wants. So hopefully you guys got value out of me kind of like walking through those comps and kind of showing you how I kind of look at things. Um, you know, real estate is local, right? And so like when we say real estate is local, the you want to be as local as possible. That's why we comp in this little pocket here. If I was a real estate agent, right? Most agents, and I'm going to throw shade at agents because this is the way they operate, but most agents, they're going to take within, you know, 1 mile. Well, 1 mile could be a drastic difference. I mean, look at all this stuff out here, right? So if I get rid of this boundary, all of a sudden, 1 mile, and I'm talking about $1 million properties. Now, okay, let's be real. They're probably not going to take the Strand. But still, $950,000, right? Like that's 1 mile, 600, 575. These are all active comps too. If we go solds and we go in the last 90 days, we still got 685s, 510s, 499s, 45s, right? Clearly, you could look at these and see these are different style homes, but you could see this. These are somewhat comparably style homes, right? Like 365. There's no way ours is going to be a 365 number, right? It's just not going to happen. So, an agent's going to come in and be like, oh, yeah, we could sell your house for $365,000, right? Not having, just not even caring to tell the person that, oh, yeah, that's in a different neighborhood across this major highway, that's over here, Rio Vista, right? My guess is it's this one. There you go. That's that one. Oh, yeah, that one is up here. See, that's a far cry. Oh, and it's got a pool, right? So, yeah, so hopefully you guys got value out of this and helps you kind of understand how you should be looking at comps and eliminating comps, how you should be factoring in what's active on the market right now when you're considering your numbers and going through your underwriting process. I got to jump off here. I have to go to a doctor's appointment, and but I will be back on this afternoon. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys follow Effie, but I'm actually going to be a podcast guest on her podcast. called What the Effie. Pretty cool name. So I'll be on that this afternoon. It's a live podcast. Let me see here. That is from 4 p.m. Eastern, so 1 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, if you guys want to check me out on the What the Effie podcast, then check it out. I think her YouTube is just What the Effie, EFFIE, and that'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, I will be back on this afternoon, probably around like 3:30. I'll be back on the YouTube live, making seller calls, and stay tapped in. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel where we make real estate investing easy. Peace.